If you are a food manufacturer using Red 3 in your products, I have some critical news that could impact your entire production lines for US market. The FDA has officially banned FD&C Red 3, and your compliance deadlines are approaching faster than you think. I'm Tam, and I'm help brands go global by taking care of all the rules and shipping headaches for them. And I've spent the last month analyzing the FDA's ban documentations. And I'm here today creating this video to give you reformulation strategy and compliance requirements for your business. Today, I'm breaking down everything you need to know to navigate these transitions successfully and potentially turn it into a competitive advantage. Let's start with the facts. Red 3 are also known as erythrocins, has been linked to thyroid tumors and endocrine disruptions in lab studies, and after decades of mounting evidence since the 1980s, the FDA finally determined it doesn't meet safety standard for continued food use and ingested supplements and drugs. Here's what this means for your business. If you're using Red 3 in candies, baked goods, beverage, cereals, or any processed food, you are facing mandatory reformulations with non-negotiable deadlines. The industry hit hardest confectionery manufacturers, especially those producing hard candies and gummy, where Red 3 created this distinctive bright red color, and bakeries using red frosting and decorative elements, and beverage company with fruit flavored drinks, and processed food manufacturers using Red 3 for visual enhancements. You will be impacted by this ban. Now let's talk deadline because these are absolutely critical for your planning. For all productions of food containing Red 3 must cease in the United States from January 1st, 2027, and this is mandatory deadline. That means all Red 3 products must be removed from store shelf. Any products and distributions after this date will be considered adulterate under FDA regulations, which means potential seizures, recall, and significant legal liability. For drugs products, then your deadline is January 1st, 2028. If you would like to receive continuous news about regulation changes in the US market right into your inbox, subscribe to our newsletter linked in the description box. Here is some complete reformulation strategy for your business. Step 1, audit your entire production line immediately and create a comprehensive list of products containing Red 3. Don't forget seasonal items, co-manufacturing products, and private label formulations. Step 2, evaluate natural color alternative. Your main options are beetroots, berries, tomatoes, carmine from insects, and paprika. For beetroot, it offers a vibrant red, but it can add an earthly flavor, and it is heat sensitive. So this is best for product with shorter shelf lives. For extraction from berries, it is quite pH sensitive, so you need to test this across your specific pH ranges. For extraction from tomatoes, it creates red-orange shades and more stable but limited color range. For insects extraction to create these coloring factors, then it will be the closest match to Red 3 brightness, but it will eliminate vegan and some religious dietary restrictions. And paprika, this works well for orange-red tones and usually great for savory applications. Step 3, address technical challenges proactively. Natural colorants are less stable than synthetic dyes, so you likely need to find additional stabilizer into your formulations, modify processing parameters for more heat-sensitive colors, packing adjustment to protect from light degradations, and potentially shorter shelf life specifications. Step 4. Plan for cost implications. Natural colorants typically cost more than Red 3, so build these increase into your pricing model now and consider whether premium positionings around natural color can offset some costs. Here is the complete list of all the natural color alternatives and its comparison between profile and limitations. For testing protocol, your testing protocol should include accelerated stability testing under various temperature and humidity conditions. Natural colors behave differently than synthetic dyes, so your existing stability data won't apply. You need to test for color consistency across production batches, and natural ingredients have inherent variations that synthetic dyes don't. Sensory evaluation to ensure color changes don't impact consumer acceptance, and even slight color variations can affect perceived taste. Shelf life validation under actual storage conditions, not just accelerate testing. And last but not least, consumer acceptance testing, especially if color changes are noticeable. Because there will be change in the product's look, it's important to plan for a consumer communication strategy as well to maintain market share during these transitions. First, you should be proactive and transparent about this formulation change and don't wait for the consumer to notice the changes. Announce your reformulations as a positive improvement so that now what color from natural sources performs better than focusing on what you've removed. And secondly, educate your consumer about the benefits of natural colorants. Use your packaging, website, and social media to spread this message. And third, consider a gradual transition. And consider third, which is consider a gradual transitions plan if possible. Phasing changes can help consumer adapt rather than shocking them with sudden difference. For FDA compliance, maintain detailed documentations of all reformulations efforts and decisions, your comprehensive stability testing result, update your product specifications, regular testing verification of Red 3 absence, and all packaging and marketing materials updates. You should consider a third-party verifications for compliance. It provides additional protection and can be valuable for your customer confidence. Here's a strategic perspective for brands that looking to go global and facing these changes. This ban creates opportunities for your brand to stand out with consumer. Companies approaching these transitions strategically can strengthen consumers' trust and leverage clean label marketing potential, and even potentially gain market share from competitors who handle the transition poorly. The manufacturers who succeed will view this not as a compliance hurdle, but as a catalyst for innovations and brand strengthening. Here are 3 actionable items that you can do for these transitions. First, conduct your product audit. Second, begin the stability testing immediately with your most promising color alternative. And third, start consumer communications planning now before you're forced to react to market changes. Subscribe to our channel and our newsletter for more food industry compliance updates. We help brands to go to target markets in North America and South Asia. And if you're currently dealing with Red 3 reformulation challenges or any problem with the US FDA, share your experience in the comments. Other manufacturers facing the same issue would benefit from your insights. The deadline is approaching quickly, so the question isn't whether you need to reformula or not. It's whether you do strategically or reactively. Choose wisely. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.